we've been praying. Like, we've never gotten a conviction. We've never gotten a conviction, and they keep killing us. So this is very emotional.
I'm not going to say this is justice for George. I'm not going to say that because this man did lose his life. Like, it's like there's no real justice after that. Justice for him he would still be breathing right now, living amongst us.
Reaction and emotion in all corners of the country tonight. Those were just some of the feelings today from folks we spoke to in the heart of New York City, there in Times Square.
NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil is live for us at Black Lives Matter Plaza. This is in Washington, D.C. tonight with some of the reaction in that part of the country. Joe.
Yeah, Marty, it's been much quieter of a night than many people here in Washington, D.C. expected, including the authorities who did mobilize the National Guard. We haven't seen any members of the National Guard, very few law enforcement here on Black Lives Matter Plaza, really just in the shadows of the White House here. But what we are seeing is it's been celebratory. There's been a lot of music. There were people dancing here, maybe just a few hundred, maybe 200 people or so at its peak. Right now, you can see there are still just a couple of pockets of people who are here. But again, it has been very calm. It has been very celebratory. The moment that we remember is when the verdict was announced. There were more people here, and there was certainly this feeling of a sort of nervous apprehension just in the moments before. You saw people kind of huddled around cell phones waiting for news, and as soon as that happened, we saw some genuine emotion here. There was a man just where I'm standing now who literally got on his knees, looked like he started praying. There were a lot of people embracing, hugging, a lot of tears. We talked to a couple of people just after the verdict was announced, and here is what they told us.
Matter in this world. We do matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter.
I kind of always assumed we would fall into the same patterns over and over again. And so just hearing that, it felt really uplifting and like a weight was off my shoulders. So I'm really happy to hear that it's just like so obviously clear.
And, there were certainly a lot of people for whom it felt like this had come full circle. This Black Lives Matter Plaza is significant in the story of George Floyd. It actually got its name just after the protests when he died. So there were certainly some people here who felt that this story had sort of come full circle for them now. And we're seeing, again, a much different story tonight than we had over the summer when a lot of these protests were bigger. A lot of these movements ended up more hectic than they are tonight. Rob, Marty.